So Fox News interviewed the person who might literally be the number one sellout in America. Man, it is difficult to get that crown. We got, like, the Clinton family, right? The Clintons have taken over $1 billion from donors in their time in politics. You got Biden, you got Trump himself. Kushner may literally be the biggest sellout in American history. Why? We'll get back to it in just a second. So here he goes on Fox, and he talks to Maria Bartiromo, and he's going to be asked about, everything going on in Israel and Gaza and the Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, etc. And he says something that, I mean, I'm pretty jaded, but this blew even my mind that he would dare to make the claim that he makes here. Let's watch.
Before I get to your trip, and I want to hear about your trip to Saudi Arabia, what is your reaction to the attacks on Israel and this spike in anti-Semitism across our country?
So the attacks were absolutely horrific, and they're still ongoing. You have a situation where over 200 hostages are being held by the Hamas terrorists. There's Americans, there's French, there's English. So this really is a situation that is very, very tense. Israel's still under rocket fire, and Israel's really conducting a mission right now to try to free those hostages on behalf of the entire world. And
it doesn't look like that's what they're doing. There's been an offer on the table. Hamas has said, release all the Palestinian political prisoners and we'll release all the Israeli hostages. No response from the Israeli government. It looks like what they're doing is a retribution campaign where they're carpet bombing innocent people in Gaza. You want to know why it looks like that? Because that's what they're doing.
Really horrific what we've seen. It's something that was avoidable, but hopefully they'll be able to do something now to really eliminate the Hamas threat and go back to trying to be a beacon for peace in the Middle East like Israel's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure, Jared. Who are you fooling? Do you think everybody was born yesterday? Yeah, Israel, that real beacon for peace in the Middle East. My ass cheeks. They're doing a siege of 2.3 million people in Gaza, cutting off food, fuel, water, all the electricity. So, yeah, they're really a target they're taking out Hamas.
For many years.
And, of course, this is what you mediated. You mediated the Abraham Accords. And for the first time in a long time, we were all thinking that we could see peace in the Middle East with those normalized relations with Israel.
Yeah, you're going to see peace in the Middle East by ignoring Palestinians. So we're going to get peace in the Middle East by not getting peace in the Middle East. That's what they're saying. Just ignore the Palestinians and work around them. Make peace with all the other nations, and then everybody will collectively not give a shit about the Palestinians. How'd that work out, by the way? What happened on October 7th is a direct rebuke of the Abraham Accords. If it worked, you wouldn't have had something like this happen.
Back from Saudi Arabia, what did you hear from the leadership in terms of potentially joining the pact, joining the Abraham Accords, despite this war?
Yeah, so it was a very interesting time to be over there, and I've been there many times before. One of the ironies is that as an American Jew, you're safer in Saudi Arabia right now than you are on a college campus like Columbia University.
As a Jew, you're safer in Saudi Arabia right now than you are on a college campus. What did I say at the beginning of this segment? He's quite literally the biggest sellout in American history. Look, all it took was one quick Google search. Look at this, guys. Treatment of Jews in Saudi Arabia was the Google search. The very first thing that pops up. Members of religions other than Islam, including Jews, are not permitted to practice their religion publicly in Saudi Arabia. According to the U.S. State Department, religious freedom, quote, does not exist in Saudi Arabia. Islam is the official religion of Saudi Arabia, and the tenets of that religion are enforced by law. It's safer to be a Jew in Saudi Arabia than it is on a college campus. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Why? Because there's some groups on college campuses that say, hey, we'd like to have Palestinian human rights, please. Oh, anti-Semitic. I'm unsafe here. Look at these little snowflake bitches. And then you're downplaying how draconian and primitive and backwards and authoritarian Saudi Arabia is. Why? Gee, I wonder why he's doing that. Could it be this? House oversight investigating $2 billion Saudi investment in Jared Kushner's firm. So just so you understand, the Sovereign Wealth Fund of Saudi Arabia, Kushner asked them for money for his business. And you had many officials in Saudi Arabia go, this doesn't really make sense. He's not exactly a business genius. I don't know why we do this. MBS personally intervened and overturned what the other Saudi officials were saying. And he said, here, Jared, here's $2 billion. Why'd they give you that money, Jared? Why'd they give you that money? There's been some reporting indicating he was showing classified top secret information to MBS that MBS would want to see. Remember when MBS like imprisoned all of his political opponents and they locked him in like a hotel in Saudi Arabia? Remember that? Speculation was he knew who his actual enemies were because of Jared Kushner giving him top secret information. Now, on that front, it is just speculation at this point. Nothing's proven yet. But I will say this. There's no doubt they didn't give him $2 billion for nothing. They didn't give him $2 billion because they think he has phenomenal business acumen. No. There is definitely pay-to-play going on there. He is the biggest sellout in U.S. history. And here he is with a straight face on national TV saying it's easier to be a Jew in Saudi Arabia than on a college campus in the United States of America. He's a liar. He's a liar, and he's a corrupt goon. And he was caught red-handed, and he still is shameless enough to go in public and say things like this. What a sick joke, man. So now he's just one-man PR firm for Saudi Arabia, sucking them off in public. Hope you're really proud of yourself, Jared. Hope you're really proud of yourself. Your ass should be in prison, because Lord only knows what they got for that $2 billion they paid you, but I guarantee you it ain't good, and it's criminal. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.